Now let me show you two techniques you can use with watercolor paints. Right now, my paper is dry and so are my paints. That's not going to work. For wet on dry, I need wet paint on dry paper. So first I will add a drop of water to the two colors I'm using, red and blue. Then I will gently mix the paint, just for a little bit if I want a light color, like this light red, also known as pink. If I mix the paint for longer, I will get a darker or brighter color. More blue, more blue, more blue. Oh yes, that's very blue. And notice how my paintbrush is on tiptoes. I'm just using the tip of the paintbrush to push the paint around. This water isn't clean. For the wet on wet technique, I need clean water and a clean brush. First I will paint plain water everywhere I want my paint to go. Now watch what happens when I put a little bit of paint onto the wet paper. Another way to do it is to add a light color first and then add more paint onto the wet paint. But sometimes we accidentally do wet on wet paint when we don't wait for paint to dry and then we paint right up next to it. Oh no! There it goes. I did not mean to do that. Can we count that as a beautiful oops? Now it's your turn to try out some of these techniques. You don't have to use circles like I did. You could do any shape you want, or even an actual thing like a house or an animal or a car.